That now brings us to our council reports. Switch it up, Councilman Emanuel.
Well, I didn't bring any pictures this evening, which certain people will be happy about. There's a lot going on in the city, a lot of positive things going on. I think Patch has written some excellent articles about our new city manager and a lot of things that are happening in the city. I'd encourage you to take a look at Patch. Crystal Husky is here, and she does an excellent job reporting about city events. And I think we'll see more. We have the Fall Festival coming up on the 20th. I think it's going to be a really good time for everybody, as it has been the past 2 years. Apparently, I'm in charge of trash again, so if I have any volunteers who want to help, just contact me and we'll put you to work. And have a good time at the Fall Festival, and have a safe ride home tonight.
Councilwoman Kraus.
I don't really have a report. I just want to make a comment. I traveled this weekend about 1,400 miles on the coast, and I visited a lot of big cities and little cities, big towns, little towns. And these people, or the proprietors of these buildings or these vendors, all complained about no traffic. And I kind of chuckled and thought, you have no traffic, it affects your economy. So Snellville ought to be very happy with the traffic that we have on 124 and 78. Thank you.
Mayor Pro Tem Woods.
Veterans Memorial and Eternal Flame for the city of Snellville. The sales are, if you notice, it hasn't raised yet, but that's not because we haven't sold anything. It's just because we haven't gotten the raise up, but we'll have it by the next meeting. We're a little under 100 bricks sold. That's about 10% of what we need. If everyone who told me they were buying a brick had bought one, I'd be turning people away. But, you know, it's just one of those things that people are procrastinating on it. But I feel sure that between now and Christmas, using them as Christmas gifts, we'll hit our target. We have 420 spaces on the Veterans Wall. The rest is pavers. Tiles for the Veterans tiles are moving briskly. If you want to be on the Veterans Wall, I would not waste too much more time. The pavers, I think you have some time on that. That's all. I hope to see everybody at the Fall Festival. This will be our third annual. I know it's big plans for it. It's going to be a great day in Snellville. I hope you all come downtown and experience it. Thank you all for coming.
Councilman Sabag.
Well, thank you for coming tonight. A couple of notes. I'd like to thank Keisha Cameron, Kelly McAloon, and Aisha Cooper for a great job they've done at the World Visits Snellville. You know, all of that, the weather kind of looked bleak initially, but boy, I tell you, it was a fantastic day. I had to actually wear a hat to cover my head from this sunburn. But it was really fantastic. I had a great time out there. I met lots of people. There were hundreds in there. It wasn't thousands, but there were hundreds, and I think I've almost met 50% of the people that were there. Enjoyed watching soccer at Briscoe. Boy, I tell you, we have a pretty good program out there. Met the little kids and the big kids and the moms and the dads, and boy, that's just a great family atmosphere out there. And I think the parks are doing a fantastic job out there. But you have a really good staff out there taking care of that great park that we have. The last comment I have, I did enjoy the Taste of Centerville. I think that was a pretty good time out there. A lot of people from Snellville were there, and met the pastor of the church, Reverend John Burley, fantastic young man, a lot of energy. Great time out there. The food was also just as good. This was last Saturday, and I tell you, when the community comes together, everybody's happy out there. This was just a fantastic time last Saturday, and I enjoyed meeting the Snellville people that were all over apparently. And that concludes my report. Have a good evening.
Councilman Howard.
Thank you, Mayor. Whenever you're ready. Oh, there it is already. Well, the first thing I want to do is I want to mention that you can see I'm dressed in pink tonight. This is in honor of a friend of ours, Susan Green, that is a survivor of breast cancer. This month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I'm sure you've probably seen it, a few things. It's been pretty cool to see the kids out on the playing fields. I noticed this particular weekend with some kids down in the Grayson area. They were playing with the pink socks and things like that. So there's a lot of awareness. So just know that that's going on, and I know that affects a bunch of us. So had an opportunity this morning. We got two people in this city that that really do pull out all the stops when they support this city. Sam and Amy Roper, the proprietors of the Texas Roadhouse up here. And they do a golf tournament every year for multiple sclerosis. Sam's family and then was affected very dramatically by this, and his dad just recently passed away as a complication from MS. But today we had the opportunity, Councilman Emanuel, Mayor Council and I, we had an opportunity to go down there and be a part of that wonderful event. Erica, you want to? And we want to thank them for doing that. As you can see, they do a really good job. The president of the MS Society was down there today, so it's been well run and been doing a lot of really good stuff. So thanks to Sam and Amy. They're not only a part of this community, but they're actually doing some really great things as well. I showed you the undressed version of the dragon boat. There's your dressed version. That's a dragon boat. And my thanks as well to Aisha Cooper and Keisha Cameron and everybody that pulled that event together. It was a nice event. I think for the first time it was very well attended. Of course, I think the weather probably had something to do with the attendance a little bit, but everybody seemed to have a good time. A lot of different acts out there. I think the next thing you'll see, I think Clogging Connection was out there. We had Japanese swordsmanship. I mean, there was some cooking demonstrations. There was all kinds of dancing and going on by Time to Inspire, the arts group over here. So it was a great day for sure. Well, a celebration and kind of a unhappy time. The farmers market closed for this year. A lot of people really weren't happy about that, but you know, there's always next year. But this is a vendor appreciation, and what I want to say is that the volunteers that operate our market, and y'all all know who you are. I mean, it's a joint venture with everybody. To hear those people compliment how this thing is operated is absolutely wonderful, and I want to make sure that y'all know how much I appreciate what you do, because it was a wonderful event. You can see it was full. People enjoyed being there. So, and one other thing, while we have Miss Husky here from Patch, she is in a cooperation with the Operation Appreciation Group is doing a Remembering Hannah 1 mile fun run, and I think that's coming up November the 18th. So when we talk about people getting involved in our city and doing things, there's actually people getting involved in doing things, and quite frankly, I'm awful proud of that, Crystal, and I appreciate it. Everybody jump in whenever you're ready and have some fun with us. Thanks. Drive safe going home.
That ends the